Today, Kevin and I are going to be trying some Miss Jones Baking Company San Francisco whole grain monster ready to bake cookie dough. This was $6.99 at Kroger, and I'm assuming it was $6.99 because it's gluten free. That's the only thing I can figure. We have actually tried some Miss Jones. I think they were like mug cakes or something. They were in a cup, so I'm assuming they were like a cake in a cup or something like that. And I'm thinking we bought this brand from Whole Foods is where we saw them before. You want to preheat your oven to 350 degrees. It says roll cookies into round balls and place 2 inches apart on baking sheet. Do not grease baking sheet. Bake for 10 to 13 minutes or until edges on the bottom start to brown. Cookies will still look and feel like dough, but will firm up to the right consistency after 10 minutes of cooling. So, they look like they're in good enough ball shapes to me. So, I guess they just want you to like round them off to take that so they'll be prettier. But they look good to me. I'm just gonna bake like a couple. And that's the good thing about buying cookies like this, is that you can choose how many you want to make and how many you want to save for later. So I'm going to, it said 10 to 13 minutes. I'm going to bake these for 12 minutes. And then when we come back, I'll let you know how long they were actually in the oven. So this is what the cookies looks like after 12 minutes. And I'm going to let it sit here for 10 minutes, just like it said, and let them firm up, and then we'll give them a try. Okay, so these are made with oats, no synthetic colors or flavors. It was easy to pick them up after 10 minutes. It was easy to pick them up off the pan and move them over to a plate. Very, very simple. It says there are 12 servings in the container, of course. One cookie, 28 grams, is 130 calories. So the ingredients, peanut butter, rolled oats, butter, brown sugar, tapioca syrup, solids, water, candy-coated semi-sweet chocolate. There's other things in there, but that's basically, you buy these in the refrigerated section with all these other cookies. They were in with those.
I can say that the M&Ms, like candies, are not very vibrant colors. They're kind of dull, aren't they? Mm-hmm. They got a green and a red one. They look like harvest colors, like fall.
Mm-hmm. But they're pastel.
Mm-hmm. Once they bake, though, they get darker. See that green?
Mm-hmm. I love the texture.
Mm-hmm. They're good and soft. Like a really soft oatmeal cookie. I was worried about that chocolate being a really dark chocolate, but it's not. It's good and melty, too.
I think I could get used to eating that, but I don't know why, because it says that, I mean, they're letting you know there's no synthetic colors or flavors, and for me, something comes across as really artificial in that.
The chocolate is not the best.
Maybe that's where, okay, maybe that's what's happening.
It does have a little bit of an odd, funky flavor.
Yeah, it's an odd aftertaste.
Yeah,
I really love the texture. The texture is absolutely terrific. And I wish I didn't have that leftover, it's not bitter, but it's almost kind of earthy.
Yeah, I get that from the chocolate sound.
Okay, so maybe that's just what it is. But yeah, these aren't for me, clearly.
I could eat them. I ended up eating my whole thing. I like them, but I do agree with you. The aftertaste, I didn't get that while I was eating it, but the aftertaste is a little like, yeah,
because when I was chewing it, I was thinking, I hope this turns into a more traditional cookie flavor. And it doesn't. It's so for me, this is for people, I think, because normally you're not going to pay $7 for 12 cookies. That's ridiculous. But if you're gluten-free, you're probably used to paying a lot more for your groceries, which is a shame, but that, I guess the process maybe takes longer, whatever. And so these aren't marketed for me anyway, and it's a good thing because I wouldn't pass on these. Yeah. I would much rather, because I don't have a problem with gluten, I'm going to keep buying the traditional Nestle Toll House or whatever cookies, and I'm going to pass on these.
Yeah, well, I agree.
But that being said, had these not had that flavor, then I would be like, oh yeah, it might be worth the extra money to buy those over the Nestle Toll House. But to me, that flavor does not make them worth it.
No, I agree. The aftertaste it's still there.
Right.
Yeah.
So I'm glad the option is there for people who need gluten-free. I'm glad that you all have something that you can go to. But we'll just see. It'll be interesting because people, all kinds of people watch these videos, whether they're gluten-free or not. And it'll be nice to hear from people who are gluten-free. Have you had these and what did you think of them? We have seen these boxes of mixes. Was it Kroger? I think it was, I'm pretty sure it was Kroger.
Maybe.
We've seen the box, and Meijer.
Cookie mixes.
Cookie mix. We've seen them in Meijer and Kroger, I'm almost positive, where you don't have to get them pre-made like this. Maybe the mixes are better.
Yeah.
It might, but now Kevin's telling you he thinks it's the chocolate. So in that case, it's not going to change anything getting it in the mix, I wouldn't think. But if you've had both, you can let us know. Did you prefer the pre-made ones or did you prefer the mix?
And it may not be the chocolate. It might be something they've used in the cookie to kind of hold it all together. It might be something.
I don't know,
like
but
that.
I still have that flavor.
Oh yeah, it's still my tongue.
Yes. So I hope you enjoyed the video and thanks for watching.